guys like you can be the guys that really lead the charge. I mean, you're a young guy, you can lead the charge, you can handle your business the right way, and you can influence some of these other guys. So I'm very happy to see guys like you coming along, man, because I feel like in a lot of ways the sport's lost a lot of the passion, and people will do it for the wrong reasons. And then when they don't get the placing they deserve, then they just disappear. So it's nice for me to see guys like you come along. I'm like, oh, there is hope. I was watching your dad get 8th place in Mr. Olympia. No, 7th place. An 85 Olympia.
Right.
Tom Platt's got 7, Sergio got 8, Bob Harris got 9, Frank Richard got 10. So
that's awesome that you. That's how I am too. I'll always remember that. That's great. But yeah, and it's crazy to think that Olympia, he was actually in his 50s because he lied on his birth certificate when he came over.
That's right, I read that.
So yeah. So he was actually a lot older. He wasn't Albert Beckel's record older, but I think it was by a year or two.
Beckles got 2nd in that show.
Man, he got 2nd?
Gaspari got 3rd. Muhammad McCauley got 4th.
Yeah.
Mike Christian got 5th, and Barry LeMay got 6th.
So Albert Beckel stood next to Lee Haney?
He got 2nd place.
Wow, I never knew that. That's crazy.
And I saw him in the Junior Nationals a couple years ago.
Oh, God.
Yeah, and I was like, man, if he just doesn't rush it, if he just doesn't ride.
Man, it's exactly what I'm trying to hope will help pay off. I say I don't care how many I win, I just want to win one. And really training out at the Mecca, I mean, like we were saying, it's not that great, but at least I do have Sean and Dexter to see them, and they're the poster child of longevity.
They've been around long.
I mean, so.
I competed against Sean. See, I give Sean a hard time because the last time I competed against him, I beat him. It was the 2002 Nationals in Dallas.
No way. Yeah.
I got 10th and he got 12th. So I'm like, yeah.
I'm gonna tell him you said that. That's great.
Tell him I was talking him down, man.
Exactly.
I kicked his butt. I got 10th and he got 12th.
The secret is out. You heard it first.
He's a good guy, man. He gave me a nice compliment after Arnold last year. He said, I didn't know it was possible to be alive and be that lean. I thought you literally had to be dead to be that lean. I never forgot that. I was like, that is cool, man.
That is the best. But exactly, that's that Meadows condition for sure.
It was funny, man. Like getting in shape, competitive shape, and getting down to like 220 is not that hard for me. But then that last 8 or 10 pounds to make that weight class.
Sickening?
Yeah, I officially retired from the 212.
I don't do good in traveling and dieting.
It's hard.
And now that's something I'm going to have to learn. I have to get that down.
It's hard. You know what? The best thing I can tell you is you got to find a food service to send food to your hotel.
Well, not for the show per se, but traveling while you're prepping to guest appearances and it's hard. So that, man, I really got to get that down. But I would rather make it in the sport than make more money.
Well, making it in the sport will lead to more money.
Right, exactly.
You don't look at it as a lot of these guys, same thing with supplement companies. It's a get-rich-quick scheme. It's, I'm going to dump all the marketing I can at you. I'm going to dump everything on the internet. No quality in their products, a $3 product. It's the same way in supplements it is in bodybuilding. If you play the long game, you'll get the money, you just won't get it up front, and you'll have respect. And that's what you want, in my opinion.
I'm obviously just getting into the sport, but I've kind of been in my whole life, and I've seen so many people, you're like, oh, that person's going to be for sure Mr. Olympia. And then they disappear,
gone.
And it's like, so my biggest fear, too, is that I hope that they just mentally couldn't take it, because then I feel like I'll make it. I just feel like, what was it that took these guys out? I mean, I don't party, so I'm not worried about that. But that's the scariest part, is there's been countless, and that's the worst title too. Mr. Olympia, calling someone a Mr. Olympia, and they're not even, they just went pro. Yeah. I hate it. I hate that.
Yeah.
But
I was the opposite. Everybody said he'll never win anything. So the expectations were low for me. All I had to do was place, and I was beating expectations. Look at him. Look how wide his waist is. He'll never place. So.
That's funny. But see, I would rather have it that way. I'd rather have people doubt me and use that than raising a standard that you have to live up to. But it's part of it, right? Man, nobody's saying yet.
Nobody will. That's how New York is every year.
Man. So that's the only thing. I just want to know who. And everyone's trying to wait till after the Arnolds to decide. And I'd imagine the people that live there are gonna do it every year. The usuals.
They seem to do it, yeah.
But yeah, no matter what, I'm gonna bring the same kind of game because I'm not gonna be the biggest.
It's like the top 3 or 4 will be good, and then after that, there's not a lot of condition. And as long as you're in really good shape, that in itself will get you a look, man.
Yeah, that's
People get infatuated when they turn pro. They're like, well, I got to be 20 pounds bigger.
Yeah.
But you don't realize when you're sharper, you look bigger. You know, when the light hits you and the lines are deeper, you look bigger. It just creates an illusion. And I mean, I could show you pictures of like me at 215 and another show where I'm at 215. And one of them I look way smaller, just because everything wasn't right, the condition wasn't right. But when your condition's right, man, your 240 can look like 260. You know, I just see that a lot with pros. I see a lot of pros come on the scene, and you know, I've seen so many people like win nationals and the USA, and they hit it, and they look great. Then they come out, the pros, and like, man, what happened to that conditioning you had as an amateur? You can't forget that. Sometimes I think weight classes are good.
Yeah.
You know, you're the bigger.
I know what you mean.
The bigger one, but I think like for the light heavies and heavies, making that weight, I think sometimes work to their advantage because it forces them to be in shape. Like if you know you get down that low, you got to be in shape.
But yeah, it makes sense, and then they can be whatever they want.
They can be whatever. So yeah, just come in the shade and tear it up, man.
That's the plan. I need to. I have to. Those guys have been doing it a lot longer than me. I did junior nationals against Juan Morel.
I remember that.
So even since then, now look at what his career has gone to, and I'm just now going pro. So I gotta catch up.
You better just stay healthy, man.
Yeah,
Stay healthy.
that is the key.
You know, if you're training hard and you're doing everything right, you'll get there. Because I don't see anything with you that really holds you back.
Yeah, that's kind of what I'm on right now. There's no excuse for me not to. So if it doesn't happen, it's my own fault. Because there's no excuse at this point.
That's a good way to look at it.
I never had help before, and I was the only pro. I mean, I was the only like real bodybuilder in my area. Now I'm surrounded by motivation. I have help. I have genetics, so there's no point now of wasting it. Yeah.